automatically set the key type to echo request. We can also set that as echo reply. Okay. But normally Scapy would kind of set that as echo request, which is what we need. Okay. So this is, I hope you guys got to know. Now the thing is, what we'll do is that we'll write a message. Okay. So message, let's say we say that hello Google, something like this. Okay. Hello Google. And now what we'll do is that we'll create an ICMP packet. Okay. So ICMP, let's say packet, and we'll combine all those packets that we have created above. Okay. So the first thing is the IP header that we need to add. So what we do is that we just add the IP header. Next thing that we need to add to this packet, and this is how we add. We just put a slash and we write the packet header, and this is how all those headers will be combined. Okay. So you can just imagine how good it is to kind of frame a packet layer by layer. Okay. It's so cool and kind of like so easy to kind of make a packet with all the headers that we want. Now what we do is that this is the IP packet, and then we add this ICMP header. So what we'll do is ICMP header packet, and the last part is the message packet, right? And we do that. Okay. So we have now made a packet, ICMP packet, and now let's see how this packet looks like. So if you see, it has an IP header where destination is this one, the Google server, ICMP header, and then the raw. The raw is the data part over here. Okay. So thing is that it has the message, let's say hello Google. Okay. Now thing is that we are ready to kind of fire this out and send this packet, our packet, to the real world to go through all the routers that is existing in the world. Okay. So now let's continue our saving. And now what we do is that we send this packet out and let's see if it works or not. I'm most probably confident that maybe it will work. So just send this out. So I'll now send this out packet, and as soon as press enter, it will show up in the wildcard. Okay. So let's send this packet. So there was one mistake which I did, if you recall. I forgot to kind of get the root privilege. Okay. So I'll just quickly go and set this out. The root privilege. It won't take much time. So if we do that. Okay, so we are now root. So what we do is that, just give me once again, from scapy.all import star. So this is what we have done. And now what we'll do is that we'll just quickly say ICMP packet equal to IP header. In the IP header, what we want is destination is the Google server IP address, and the IP address that we used was this one, 24. So let's go back. Let's write it here. So this packet is done. Then the next packet is the ICMP packet. This is done. And then our message. Message, we can just write. Okay. And what we do is that we just say ICMP packet. So, and quickly see how the packet looks like. So we have this thing. And now we just send it out. Send ICMP. Okay. Now we should see that send one packet. We send one more packet, for example. And now if you see, my computer has actually sent out a ping request. And if you see, the data is of 16 bytes, which says hello Google 1234. And what we see, that Google has actually responded to our packet with the ping reply, and it is having the same data that we have sent out to the Google. Okay. So now you can see that we were able to kind of inject a packet to the real world using a Scapy module with our code, with our message that we want. And let's say this was the attacker IP address, the malware attacker IP address. So attacker would not like send out a reply packet. There's no necessary. It will just kind of try to receive all the ping requests. And what it will do is that it will kind of get all this message. Okay. So now what we can do is that, let's say over here, what we do is something like this. Hello password is, and we send this out, and then we say something like we send this out, right? So what we see now is that you can see that, okay, whatever message I want, I can send out in that same packet. Like it says, hello, my password is. Similar way, like we can kind of also have a stealth communication. We can kind of create a tool where we can kind of have a stealth communication. And what we can do is that in a similar way, we can send out the other packet, like the password is. And what we can do is that later the attacker can combine all this, or the deceiver can combine all this message, and they will be able to kind of read the message that I was trying to kind of share that with the counterpart part. Okay. So this is how like ICMP comes into action, where you can inject a packet of your choice. Okay. And kind of maybe using this is way like maybe we can kind of establish an ICMP tunneling. So let me just quickly see if we can kind of write a, let's say I say 20. Okay, I multiplied that by 20, and let's say how this packet looks like. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me do message equal to hello, and then I just multiply by 20. Okay, let's see how the message look like. This is like hello. It's quite big, right? So what we do, we just say like let's say 200, for example, and we let's see how the message looks like. It's hello, 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 hello. So now what we do is that we just append this message, and let's see how much bytes we can send out in this ICMP packet. Okay, we just append this, and let's say so we see that it has having a used message right now, and let's see if we send this out to the Google server, and let's see how it reacts. Okay, send, message has been sent, and if you see, this is our big message that we sent out. Okay, but thing is that the Google has not replied back. If you see over here, because Google had some kind of detection in place and was able to detect that there's something messy in the ICMP packet, and if the Google respond to this packet with like big hello chunk that I sent out, it will actually consume their servers with no kind of need. So that's why you see that there has been no kind of reply for our request from the Google end, right? In a similar way, but if we keep continuing that, and let's say we do something like this and just send it out, and then we'll see that okay, Google start responding to our packets. Okay, in the same text that we send out. So this is all about the ICMP injector, how we can kind of inject the thing. And in this one, you can also kind of, let me just quickly do one thing. So what you can also do is, let me just quickly share you one more code. Give you one example. So this is the one. Okay. So what you can also do is that rather than kind of what we do is that let's say you are I go to run next. Okay. Let me just paste this out. Okay. So now the thing is that what I am doing over here is that this code is actually encrypting my message. Okay. So there is a module in Python which is called cryptography.fornet, and using this you can actually encrypt any of your message. Okay. So what it is doing is it is creating a key first of all over here, It is